Hi guys, welcome back to Jungle Flowers Canada. Guys, I'm so excited. If you watched my video where I spoke about the dilemma of having big leaves in the future, and I spoke about my hallway in that video, and I'm going, my hall would be ideal, but it's too dark and I don't know how I do that. Well, of course, that just got me to thinking, and I'm like, I need to move my greenhouse, my green IKEA greenhouse into my den, because I have my two retro greenhouses in my dining room now. And that meant I had a table in the corner with all my Sansevieria on it that I needed to move out. So I thought, okay, this is my opportunity to do something with my hall to make it more accessible to plants, not accessible to plants, more friendly, plant friendly. So you can see I have a light behind my camera. So you can see it's kind of dark here, even with the light going. But I had this light in the basement. It's one of these that has, you know, the arm that comes down. This was not expensive. I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I know it wasn't overly expensive. I had it down in the basement. I wasn't using it. So I thought, okay, I have my old sewing machine table here that I refinished on my channel, Granya's Home and Kitchen. I'll put a link below if you want to take a look at that. And I had that here with just a regular table lamp. And I thought, let me bring up this arched one and put a grow light in it. Now, you'll know from some of my previous videos that I don't always use grow lights. I sometimes just use the 5000 Kelvin bulbs. But in this case, because my hall is so dark, I decided I would go and buy a grow light. So I got this one from Amazon. I'm going to put it up on the screen to show you. It wasn't expensive. It was like $28, I think, or $29. And I put it here, and it actually gives really good light. Now, I'm just going to give you some sort of an idea as to how dark my hall is normally. And I'm going to turn off this light. Whoop. Sorry guys, I have a microphone attached. So let me unravel the cord of my microphone. It moved the camera there. Okay, so I am going to turn off this light. So you can see there is little to no natural light coming into this hall. I do actually have an IKEA lamp on my Sansevieria over there, but now I have a light behind my camera reflecting light on me. So actually, let's try turning that off and see, does that give you a better indication? Okay, so see, this is probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see how dark it is. So plants would just not grow here. There's actually going to be 3 parts to this video. 1, of course, is the grow light in my lamp. 2, I'm going to set up my plants on my sewing table, just so you can see how I arrange them. And 3, actually, no, there's 4 parts. 3, I bought these self-watering plant pots that hang flat against the wall. So it gives the idea of like a floating plant. Okay, so these were on Amazon. I'll put a link below. I wasn't sure how they work. They're self-watering, and I'm thinking, is this going to be a problem with soil in it? Is the soil going to fall out? It's kind of like a net pot. So I did a little bit of Googling and figured out the best way to use them. And I've decided I'm going to try them as self-watering plants. I have pothos and philodendron going in. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I said I'd give it a shot. Seems I have them. So what I did was I made my mix a little more chunky. So I added extra bark to it. I had mixed up a substrate for my terrarium, which was chunkier, and I had charcoal in it. So I decided to add that to some of my regular potting soil, and that's what I used. So how do these work? Whoops. So you take, this is like a wick, right? It's in a way similar to kind of what leca does. It wicks the water up. So you put your wick, there's 2 holes here. Okay, so there is a wick. They give you a wick and you put it through. There's 2 holes there for it. I don't know if you can see them, but there's 2 holes there for the wick. You pot your plant up, and then you take your base and you put like about maybe 1.5 inches of water. So basically your pot should not be sitting in water, just your wick. So I don't know if you can see how far the pot comes down. So the pot comes to about here. So I put my water below that line. And then I was able to hang them on my staircase. So my husband put up some screws for me. So every second step I have a screw, and I'm going to hang a plant there for now. Am I on number 3 or number 4 now? So anyway, I am waiting for a light to come from Amazon. So when I put my plants here on the staircase, it's going to be quite dark up there. So I decided that I should mention before I continue, there is no socket in my hall. This house was built in the 80s, and they seemed to think that there was no need for sockets in the hall or the upstairs landing. So we had to run an extension cord from our furnace room up through the stairs and out here into the hall. So we actually did that for our Christmas tree, so it had already been done. So I have a lovely, it's kind of a rope light that's going to run all the way up to the top of my staircase, and then I am going to put a hook on one of the banister rails, and I'm going to hang the light down. Now, I was watching a YouTuber, and I will put her name up, and I happened to be watching her last night when I was in bed, and she came up with the most genius idea. She had put lights up, and she used the saucers of terracotta pots, and she drilled a hole in the saucer and she put it into the light fixture with a beautiful bulb, and her bulbs had like gold on the bottom. It was very, very decorative. And then she put them at different levels and she had them hanging over a table. It was so cute. Got me to thinking, I could do something like that. I have a pot that I bought in Dollarama. It's a white pot with a little bit of speckled black on it. So I'm going to try and do that with this pot. So I'm going to try and drill through it and make it a shade for my new light that's coming today. So I won't be videoing that until later on. But for now, I thought I'd get this part of the video out of the way so you could see my lovely area. So I am super excited, guys. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Guys, here's the old sewing machine that I refinished. It actually has a sewing machine in here. Well, that was clever, wasn't it? You can see, and it actually works. So I do use it occasionally. Oh, Lord, I'm banging my head. And then all my little drawers, that's where I keep all of my needles and threads. Okay, let's try this. So I'm putting all my Sansevierias out here. So here is my Sansevieria Whitney. I love this, and I have it in like an old crock pot. And I am going to put her here. And then I have my variegated whale fin. Now I don't have the plain whale fin, and in hindsight I actually prefer it to the variegated. Now this is really cute, I do like it, but I do love the plain one, which I might pick up someday if I see one when COVID is over. So I'm going to put my variegated whale fin there. Actually, I think I'll put the Whitney down there. This is, I think it's called Silver Nymph. Let me just have a quick look and see. Yeah, this is Silver Nymph. And here's my import from Thailand. This is the Sansevieria, oh gosh, I can't think of the name. Kirkii Blue, I think it's called. So I'll put it up on the screen if I got that wrong. Love this plant. Okay, so here is my Kirkii Copper. I've had this a couple of years, and it's making good headway. I got that from Thailand. This here is Sansevieria Samurai. This thing has been battered. It's been outside my house. It's been in my outside pots, inside pots. I think at some point it was out of soil. So it's very hardy. And this is my Sansevieria Cleopatra. I love this. This was actually very expensive. I ordered it and I didn't even look at the price of it. And it was actually $25 US plus shipping. So this was an expensive one. I don't know if I overpaid for it, but I do love it. So I brought this out from my greenhouse. And I'm going to put my Taniki rubber plant on that. So that's one of the other reasons why I want that other light hanging down, because this is going to need more light than this lamp here can give it. You will remember, if you watched my previous videos, that I rooted some cuttings of my Monstera deliciosa and I potted them up. So my daughter bought me this for Christmas. I haven't figured out what I'm going to put in the bottom yet. Just because of light, right? So we're going to put that there. Why do I feel like I'm missing plants? Maybe not. Okay, and then I have one of my old, gosh, for this a long time, a mixture of two different Sansevieria. I can never remember the name of them, guys, but they're pretty standard. You can pick them up in like Home Depot or most stores. So I'm going to put that there. Okay, so maybe let's do a little bit of rearranging here. I think we'll put the silver nymph here. And we'll pull forward these two. And there, that looks better, doesn't it? And I just think it looks so cute. And the light is really bright. I think they're actually going to love it. I think they're going to like it better than when they were in my den, because they were only getting a little bit of dappled light from my window. Okay guys, so the first plant I'm going to hang up here is my heartleaf philodendron. Now I had this in my family room. So Amanda, my daughter, and I have actually ordered another one and we're going to split it. Now, as I say, I have this in water. So you can see there's the pot. There's the wick, and I can't tip it, but you have to believe me, there's water in the bottom. I will keep an eye, a very close eye on these guys, just to make sure that this doesn't cause any overwatering. And if I do see any yellowing or any issues, I will take the water out and I'll just use it like a regular pot. But I thought, seems it's self-watering, why not give it a shot, eh? Okay, so I can't hang this, so I'm going to get Kieran out. Wait till you see this, guys. I did a trial run and it is fab. Look at how cute that is. Next is my Scindapsus. I had this in my family room. I thought it was a Silver Anne, but actually one of my plant friends told me that it isn't, that Silver Anne is more silvery. So this is a Scindapsus, and I can do this one because he brought me a little stool, and this one. So we literally just put screws in the wall, guys. They do come with hooks. So, you know, I'm sure there's alternative ways to hang it, but for us, screws were the easiest. So next up, I have a Pothos Pearls and Jade. I love this pothos. I think it is so cute. I bought this in Walmart for $5. And I actually bought it to add to my other pot. But then when I got these pots, I thought, you know what, let's put it here in the hall. So, can you see what I'm doing? Well, you can't really see behind the light, but let's put that one there. And then last, if you recall, guys, in one of my greenhouse videos, I cut this mycans back to nothing. There wasn't a leaf on it. It was growing really badly, not nice. It didn't have any nice form at all. So I cut, it was really, really long. I cut the whole thing up and I am propagating it. And there wasn't one leaf on this like 2 months ago. Look at it now. So all the leaves are coming back. So cute. So I'm going to hang that here. I just want to show you from this angle. I think this is so adorable. For a place where I had no plants. Sorry, there's a stool there, but this is a building site at the moment, work in progress. So when my other light comes in from Amazon, I will show you what I'm doing with that, and then we'll do a final review of this area. So here is the what would you call it? The light. Here's the light, and let me show you the bulb I got. Okay, so this is the bulb I got. And it is, I think it was like $29.99 with $3 off. And this is the pot that I'm going to use. It's a Dollarama pot. I took the price tag off it. I'm not sure what it was, $2 or $3, but isn't it cute? And Kieran is going to make a hole here. Will it be big enough? Here. Perfect. So this is the light. See, it's like a nice rope. Okay. Oh my god, look how easy that was, guys. Okay, so now we're just going to put the light through here. Here I did have to file it a little bit because it was just, I just said you had to file it, I'm just talking about you. Okay, so now, guys, I'm just going to put the ring in, screw in the ring. Oh my gosh, how adorable is that? And then put my grow light in. And then we're just going to plug it in. How simple and cheap that was. Okay, so now we're going to hang it up. Okay guys, so we're just going to put that hook just up there on the banister. So there is the light and it's shining down on the plants. I will tack in that cord when I find something that matches it, and that shines down now to my taniki. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and that you got some tips. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, you know I'd appreciate it. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to put them in the comments below. And as usual guys, if you watch till the end, don't forget to put the little green heart. Thanks for joining me guys. Have a wonderful day.